friends, Ben Hardy here, and today we're going to be going over the all-new 2019 Dodge Challenger Widebody. Sorry if the audio is a little bit poor, it is quite windy outside today, but I'm going to give us a quick tour of the car and then we'll go for a quick drive as well, just so that you can see how it drives. This particular Scat Pack is in the Widebody packaging, so that is all new for 2019, and it definitely gives it a lot more aggressive look. Starting under the hood, we can see the 6.4 liter naturally aspirated V8 by Dodge that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. In this particular car, you can still get that 6-speed manual. It's going to be good for 18 combined, 15 around town, and 24 on the highway. And this engine is good for 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque. Finishing things up front, we still get Dodge's signature halo headlights. You get a nice front splitter on this RT Scat Pack, and then you can see the nice fenders that give you more space, so you can put wider tires. You got 305s in the front and the rear, and you can kind of see how wide those tires actually are. And then you can see this hood is taken from the Hellcat, so it allows a little bit extra heat release, but it also just looks cool. To the back, we can see these really nice Brembo brakes, and they're on 20-inch forged aluminum rims. They look absolutely fantastic. And then we can see the new spoiler for the Scat Pack. I don't know if you can see very well on camera, but it kind of pops out more than just rather going up like the previous generation. I actually really like it. I think it gives it a very nice look overall. And then their signature LED tail lamps. Here's the key fob, still the same key fob, just 2-touch there for the trunk release. You can see there's tons of space back here. That's why a lot of people go for the Challenger, obviously, is because of the extra storage space. Get a backup camera, parking sensors. Does come with remote start, so you just got to press that button twice. It'll lock it up and start up the car. Definitely a nice, deep, rumbly exhaust note. Coming around to the side, they've got the keyless entry, so one touch locks it, and then you can put your hand on the back to unlock it. Coming inside first, we can see obviously the window controls there. Your controls for the lumbar, power seat, backwards and forwards motion, however, is manual. I'm not going to get in the back because it's tight, but you can see the back seats there. The Challenger has actually quite a bit of room for a muscle car. You can see the seats are very nicely bolstered with the leather, and then you have the Alcantara suede inserts. Your headlight controls right there. We're in the car. This particular one's pretty loaded up, so it has the adaptive cruise control function with the follow function on that, regular cruise control. You get your nice paddle shifters that are connected to that 8-speed automatic transmission, your voice commands for Bluetooth. This little cluster here that controls the center stack. To start up the car, you have to just put your foot on the brake and push the push start button. And you can see the traditional gauges right here with the tachometer, speedometer, and then this little control thing controls that center screen where you can set it to whatever you want. I just put it as a speedo. Over here we have Chrysler's 8.4-inch touchscreen, super responsive, basically instantaneous with the response time. Gives you everything here. You have the satellite radio right there. You can connect your phone up, dual zone climate controls. This does have heated and ventilated seats. And it's kind of like an iPad, so everything's drag and drop, so you just hold things down and you can drag and drop whatever you want. You have your different drive modes, so auto, custom, sport, and track. And then you can see over here that they've added in the performance pages to the Scat Packs as well. And if you would like to go over that, I do have a video on the Hellcat and then one on the SRT as well, where I go a little bit more in depth on the performance pages. But you've got your nav function right there. Down here you can see you have analog controls for a lot of stuff. So the climate, for example, does come with launch control. You can switch to the drive modes right there, your radio controls. And then here's your shifter for that 8-speed automatic transmission. You have your drive, your manual mode. So it is a bump stick where you can shift it on here, but then you can also use those paddles. The car is optioned out with a sunroof. Your controls are going to be right here with universal garage door openers right there. But overall, I do like the interior with the nice leather padding on the door panels, and then these seats. They definitely have more than enough space, so they're not uncomfortable, but I do like that they are very nicely bolstered as well. Scat Pack with the wide body, and this is actually one of the most exciting trim packages that they are releasing, because everyone knows that the Challengers and the Chargers are heavier cars, so they're obviously not the best handling cars. However, because this doesn't have the supercharger on it, it is the more lightweight option, but with the wider tires, so then it is kind of like more the best handling version of the Challenger. The other nice thing about this is obviously the aesthetic appeal, because in my opinion, I know everyone won't share this with me, but I definitely do think that the wide body looks a lot more aggressive and a lot more appealing than the standard Challenger or Charger. And so this kind of brings down obviously the entrance fee into getting a wide body, because now that you don't have to get a Hellcat to get a wide body, that drops it down significantly. So instead of having to spend $70,000 to $80,000 to get the wide body, we're talking $40,000 to $50,000. So it obviously brings down the cost quite a bit to get this look, if you are looking for that wide body look, which I'm sure plenty of people are. So we have this in the sport mode, which holds the RPMs a little bit higher, makes throttle response a little bit quicker, and then obviously it's a little bit more lax on the traction control. But we're gonna throw it over into the manual mode so we can use the paddles. The response time with the paddles is actually almost instantaneous with this 8-speed automatic, and we will get a little bit of an acceleration. We're not gonna go crazy or anything like that. But I mean, response time on the paddles instantaneous. This car obviously is very, very quick, 485 horsepower. Even though the weight of the car, because of that transmission response and because of the power, it almost hides it. And what I'm noticing is I can take this around corners faster than I would normally be comfortable with a Challenger. Sum things up overall, if you're looking for a Challenger that's a handling package that looks better in my opinion, and you can take around corners faster, that's kind of more of like the driver's Challenger, then this is the one to go for. Maybe you don't want to spend $70,000, $80,000, but you still want to get that look and you still want to get a Challenger. Definitely check out one of these wide body Scat Packs. They're absolutely phenomenal. And there we have it, everyone, the all new 2019 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack wide body. Thank you everyone so much for watching. And something that I'd really like to mention, just to reiterate this quickly, is this car just handles so fantastically actually for a Challenger. I'd really recommend testing one if you have the opportunity to do so, and the transmission is just that much sharper than it was prior. But please subscribe if you're stopping for the first time, leave a like if you liked the video, and then I will see all of you in that next video.